not ask Barbara Walters about how Muslim women feel. You know, let's not ask Tom Brokaw how Muslim women feel. Let's not ask CNN, ABC, Fox. Let's not ask the London Times or the Australian Times. Let's not ask non-Muslims about how Muslim women feel, how they live, what are their principles, what are their challenges. If you want to be fair, ask a Muslim woman. Ask my wife. Why should women who want to wear a veil, why should this have been such a source of aggravation today? Why is that? I don't understand it. I mean, if a naked woman walked in this room here, meaning wearing a bikini or a G-string, she would have the right to just walk just like anybody else. If a woman came down here and she was wearing a G-string and walked right across here and went back upstairs and came down, matter of fact, there was 2 or 3 of them, we would be like, whoa. What's going on here? But we couldn't say anything because it is accepted in the society for a woman to wear this in public. Well, I say that in a society where people are allowed to express themselves that way, why should there be a problem about Muslim women, whether in the schools or otherwise, choosing the preference to cover their heads or to cover their bodies with loose garments? Why should there be such an uproar? Why is there the need for the media to assault and say Muslims want to take over our society and Muslims want to impose their values upon us and so forth?
In Islam, we believe in a loving God who would never deny the rights of half of the society, the women. So Islam gave women the rights to vote over 1,450 years ago, the right to vote. Does anyone know in this audience when we got the right to vote in this country, this advanced, very free country? When did women start voting here? Anybody know? Maybe you know. Early 1900s, in my mother's lifetime. Can you believe that this advanced society that we say is the freedom of the world lies, we're like the belt of freedom is held by America? No. Women couldn't even vote until my grandmother was of voting age. Also inheritance. In this country, women could not inherit property in the southeastern United States, places like Georgia and Alabama and Mississippi, until my generation. In the 1950s and 60s, these laws were finally being rewritten. And I know that you who weren't raised here don't have an appreciation for just how bad the status of women was in this country, even up till today. You all have such a wonderful thing that you're raised Muslim or that you carry Islam. You have rights that women in this country never dreamed of until perhaps this generation. And you've had them for 1,400 and some years. It's amazing to me.
She asks, hijab, isn't that oppression? No, it's not oppression, it's covering. The women covering their heads or covering their bodies is not an oppression. Their husband didn't tell them to do that. Their fathers didn't tell them to do that. Their sons didn't tell them to do that. The imam didn't say to do that. God said, for the Muslim ladies, draw your clothing across your bosoms and do not allow your natural ornaments to be shown except to those within your family circle. What are the natural ornaments of women, in case you don't know what they are? Their breasts, their shapes that happen to be different than that of men, their hair, those adornments should be covered. Now the fact that the modern civilizations chose to tell women they don't have to wear that and they can wear bikinis doesn't mean that God is wrong and they are right. But the issue is, we Muslims, the Muslim ladies in particular, you do not have to explain to anybody why you are dressed the way you are dressing. Just like others who are undressed do not have to explain to anybody why they are undressed.
People want to be free. We represent something greater than ourselves when we speak. Wake up, don't sleep.